The number of people visiting Las Vegas is continuing its downward trend.
We've all heard that tourism is down in Las Vegas.
Tourism in Las Vegas is in a big slump this summer.
Happy Sunday to you. If you live in an American tourist hotspot, you might not have noticed it yet, but tourism to the U.S. is on the decline.
A lot of people not coming to Las Vegas because it's too expensive.
Holy shit, dude. I ain't never seen Vegas look like this on a Saturday at 1 a.m.
There's literally nobody else here at the airport.
8:45 a.m. This is the state of the strip. Wow.
Where's the people?
Las Vegas, once a symbol of unstoppable energy, neon dreams, and round-the-clock entertainment. Today, something feels different. Tour buses are fewer. Hotel lobbies are quieter. Casino floors that once buzzed with excitement now echo with silence. Behind the glittering lights, a crisis is unfolding. Tourists have disappeared, and with them, thousands of workers are left without shifts, without tips, and in many cases, without jobs. At the center of it all is Caesars Entertainment, a giant in the Las Vegas economy, now facing empty rooms, shrinking revenue, and rising fears of collapse. This isn't just a slow season. This may be the beginning of a much bigger shift, one that could reshape what Las Vegas is and who it's really for. Part 1, the big picture. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Not just one hotel, but the entire city. In the first 6 months of 2025, Las Vegas welcomed 12% fewer visitors compared to the same period last year.
Las Vegas seeing a drop right now in tourists. Fewer people are coming to Las Vegas, the first double-digit decline since 2021.
That translates to millions of people not showing up. And these aren't just any tourists. International visitors who typically spend more on hotels, dining, and entertainment dropped by over 13%. That's a huge loss for a city that depends so heavily on outside money. Even major conventions and weekend events couldn't stop the slide. At the same time, a key financial indicator called RevPAR, revenue per available room, fell sharply. Just last year, hotels in Las Vegas were earning around $144 per room per night. Today, that number has dropped to just over $102, a decrease of nearly 30%. And this decline isn't limited to one corner of the Strip. It's being felt across the board, from luxury resorts to mid-tier hotels. Occupancy rates have dipped well below 70%, and that's during months that used to be peak season. Flights are more expensive. Rooms come with hidden fees. Parking isn't free anymore. Add it all up, and Las Vegas is no longer the easy, affordable getaway it used to be. The numbers show a clear trend. Tourists disappeared, and with them, the foundation of the Las Vegas economy is beginning to shake. Part 2, Caesars in crisis. At the heart of this unfolding story is Caesars Entertainment, one of the most iconic names in Las Vegas. With more than 50 properties nationwide and several flagship resorts on the Strip, Caesars has long been a symbol of luxury, nightlife, and nonstop action. But today, it's also a symbol of something else, a decline. In its second quarter report this year, Caesars revealed it lost the equivalent of 27,000 booked room nights, a massive shortfall that would have been unthinkable just a few years ago. CEO Tom Reeg didn't sugarcoat the situation. He called this summer one of the softest we've seen, especially among international travelers, a group that used to fill premium rooms and drive high-margin revenue. And behind those numbers are real people, thousands of them, housekeepers, servers, dealers, front desk staff.
Very concerned because it's slow. When I drive down the Strip going to work in the morning and I barely see visitors out there.
Many of them are now on call, which sounds temporary, but for some, it's been 6, even 8 weeks without a single scheduled shift. That means no hours, no tips, no income.
A year ago, I was making anywhere from 150 to 200 a day. Now I'm making anywhere from 50 to 60 a day.
Officially, they haven't been laid off. But for many, the paycheck has already disappeared. Union representatives say over 1,000 workers across Caesars Las Vegas properties are in this uncertain state. Not fired, but not working. And while no public layoff notices have been filed, rumors of mass terminations are growing louder. Trade publications like SCCG News in Vegas Slots Online report that departments such as housekeeping, concierge, and kitchen services are seeing deep, silent cuts. One former concierge told reporters, "I checked guests in for 12 years. Then one day the schedule stopped coming. No explanation, no call." The situation reflects more than just a financial loss. It's a cultural shift from full-time hospitality careers to a gig-style, unstable future. And when a company the size of Caesars begins to falter, the effects ripple far beyond its own walls. We're not just talking about one employer. We're talking about one of the economic pillars of Las Vegas, starting to crack. Part 3, Human Impact. Behind the numbers, there are faces. For every empty hotel room, there's a housekeeper without hours. For every quiet casino floor, a cocktail server who didn't make rent this month. More than 10,000 hospitality workers in Las Vegas are now facing reduced hours, on-call status, or have left the industry entirely. And for many of them, this isn't just about money. It's about identity. These are the people who've built their lives around Vegas, who've served the tourists, welcomed the crowds, and kept the Strip running 24 hours a day. Now, many are scrambling to find work in other cities. Some are taking on second or third jobs, delivering food or driving rideshares. But even that isn't always enough. One longtime bartender told KTNV News, "I used to bring home $300 a night in tips. Now I haven't had a shift in 2 months." And that ripple effect doesn't stop with hotel employees. Small businesses, from uniform suppliers to food distributors, are also hurting. When tourists disappear, so do the orders, the invoices, the deliveries. Even housing data is starting to reflect the change. Vacancy rates are rising, not because rents are falling, but because people can't afford to stay, and they're leaving. This isn't just an economic slowdown. The tourists disappeared, and with them, an entire community is slowly unraveling. It's not loud, it's not flashy, but it's happening quietly across kitchens, break rooms, and paychecks every single day. Part 4, why is this happening? So what's behind this sudden shift? Why are tourists staying away from one of the most visited cities in America? The answer isn't simple, but it is revealing. First, the cost of travel has gone up sharply. Flights to Las Vegas are more expensive in 2025 than at any point in the past 5 years. And once travelers arrive, they're met with rising room rates, resort fees, parking charges, and higher taxes. For a typical weekend, the extra fees alone can add over $100 to a hotel stay.
Who on earth ever heard of spending $600 or $700 a night for a hotel room in Las Vegas?
And that's before you even step onto a casino floor. Second, there's the issue of policy. Under the Trump 2025 tariff plan, the cost of imported goods has risen, but so have international travel barriers. Visa wait times are longer. Border inspections are tighter.
If you've got a family of 4 and you want to get a visa to come to the United States, it's going to cost you about $1,150. And that's reason enough for a lot of families not to come. And on top of that, it takes a long time to clear the visa process.
How long are you going to be here? Where do you live? How much money are you traveling with?
They're not just catching contraband. They're also weeding out foreigners willing to disregard U.S. immigration laws.
How long will you folks be staying?
And tourists from top markets like Canada and Europe are changing their plans. This year alone, visitors from Canada dropped over 15%, a significant blow for a city that used to rely on them heavily.
This is the U.S. departures area of Montreal's Trudeau Airport, which is particularly quiet at the height of summer. And one of the most visible signs Canadians are staying away.
He created an atmosphere that's very hostile for us.
With everything going on south of the border, it just seemed to be a lot safer to just travel within Canada.
Add to that a global economy still feeling the effects of inflation, and you have fewer people willing or able to splurge on leisure trips. But there's also a deeper cultural change happening. Today's travelers want more than glitz. They're looking for local experiences, authenticity, and value. Las Vegas, once a must-see destination, now faces tough competition from affordable, creative cities like Austin, Nashville, even smaller international spots. The old model of casinos, buffets, and celebrity shows isn't as irresistible as it once was. And for the first time in decades, that's putting Las Vegas at risk of becoming irrelevant. Not overnight, but step by step, one empty room at a time. Part 5, can Vegas recover? Las Vegas has been here before. It survived the 2008 financial crash. It bounced back after the pandemic, but this time feels different. Not because the challenge is louder, but because it's quieter. There's no sudden disaster, no dramatic shutdown, just a slow erosion of visitors, of energy, and of confidence. Still, the city isn't standing still. Caesars, along with major players like MGM Resorts and Wynn, is rolling out aggressive promotions to lure tourists back. We're seeing deep discounts, resort fee waivers, bundled entertainment packages, and partnerships with airlines to lower travel costs. They're betting big on upcoming events. The CES Tech Convention, Formula One Grand Prix, and several major esports tournaments are expected to bring tens of thousands of visitors. But analysts warn these are short-term boosts, not long-term solutions. Vegas may need more than glitz to thrive again. Some hotel chains are exploring wellness retreats, art exhibits, culinary experiences, and family-friendly programming. The city is also trying to attract remote workers and digital nomads with extended stay deals and co-working lounges. Because the old model, high-volume tourism centered on gambling and nightlife, may no longer be sustainable. The question is, can Las Vegas evolve fast enough? And if it doesn't, could we see a future where the Strip shrinks, jobs move elsewhere, and the city fades from the world's travel map? It's not impossible. But if there's one thing Las Vegas has always been good at, it's reinventing itself. What's happening in Las Vegas isn't just about tourism. It's about people, livelihoods, and how quickly a thriving city can start to unravel when the crowds stop coming. Tourists disappeared, and what's left behind is a city trying to remember what made it special in the first place. The lights are still on, but the energy, the spirit, that's what's at stake now. Las Vegas doesn't just need more visitors. It needs a new vision. The question is, can it find one before the silence becomes permanent? Let us know what you are seeing, what you've experienced, or what you think is coming next. Because sometimes the most important stories are the ones we're living through quietly in real time.